A very warm welcome to here, Krakow in Poland. As you'll see from the map, we're heading to Liverpool. The UK is in the grip of Storm Eunice at the moment, although probably the strongest winds have abated now. It's still going to possibly be pretty breezy for our arrival into Liverpool later, so it should be interesting. And our flight time today is going to be in the region 2 hours 40 minutes. We'll be cruising at 38,000 feet. So let's get ourselves underway here. No, we want Airbus. Clear all that. Okay, battery 1 and 2 can be switched on. APU master switch. And APU start. We'll come down here, we'll get the fuel set up for our trip to Liverpool. I've flown to Liverpool for a while actually. We will be departing from a runway 25 and we will be packing ourselves with a healthy dose of fuel. 8314 on the fuel. 8314. Load it up, boys, load it up. Okay, let's call that ready. Want that in position. So we'll just push straight back. There it is, we are online. Excuse me now. We'll come down, we'll put the not zero fuel. You see this thing. Request send. Okay, boarding starts. So we're all loaded up with fuel. We can run through the checklist now as follows. So APU is started. Flaps. Probe, APU bleed on. It is. Let's get those sorted. Emergency lights. Here I believe. Strobe lights, auto. Altimeter, ATC clearance. See, set. Okay, let's go to the init page. We'll come back here a minute. So we're in EPKK. EPKK, and we're heading to Liverpool, which is EGGP. GGP. Been a while since I've done a flight to Liverpool. I have visited there on a flight sim. Cost index 7, cruising altitude is going to be 38,000 feet. There we go. Let's get that all aligned. Line on ref. Confirm alignment. Return. Okay, so flight plan, as I said already, departing out from a runway 25. Going to Number. Don't think... number 4J, there we go, we can use that. Number 4J departure. Then from Number, it's T738. T738. That will take us to Dinov. And from Dinov, we're going direct to Narox. This waypoint. And then from Narox, we're going direct to Gobax. That one. And then from Gobax, going to Abgus. This waypoint. From Abgus, it's direct to Ravlo. And then Y70. Croft. And then direct into Liverpool from Croft. Insert. So we're arriving on ILS 27. Via nothing. There we go. Right, performance page 1 up 0.2. Flex temperature 40. V speeds, we can program those in now. Quite low V speeds today, and them higher recently. It's interesting. Back to our flight plan. Come back up to here. Let's switch that over to that. Let's switch that over to that. Let's put the constraints on. Let's ping that up to 38,000 feet. Let's put a bit more light so we can actually read this stuff. There we go. Brilliant. So FMC is programmed up. HCTCAS. Put that in situ. Bang. There we go. Set throttle to there. Skid weather LS thrusters. Select your DIS. Doorway stable. Seatbelts. No smoking. And beacon light. Seatbelts. No smoking. Beacon lights. Fuel pumps, all 6 on. Ignition set to start engines, to push back. Push back and then turn the plane. Well, you can just push straight back more or less, I reckon. Turn the plane to the, that way, yeah. Sure, right, off. We're pushing back from our gates. Switch that over, get those up and running. So we need to push the tail around to the right. When I landed in Krakow, I remember us talking about another Polish airport. That was Gdansk, folks, by the way, if you follow these flights and wondering. I was talking about a nighttime arrival. It seems like ages that I flew into this location. Okay. Get rid of the tug. Must be prepared to leave Gdansk here in Poland. Ignition selector can be pinged back to normal AP bleed off. Compacts on ground spoilers armed. Water brake maximum. If we set it to brake max. Flaps. AP master off. Anti-ice. No sight parking brakes. Weather radar. Sort that out in a minute. Off. Bing, dong, bang. Yeah, see, that really does overdo it on that. Because different. I think we arrived. Did we arrive in darkness? I just don't remember all these nice little hills and stuff here, to be honest.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. As we prepare to leave beautiful Krakow behind us. It's a place I would actually like to visit one day. There's supposed to be some fabulous salt mines and a whole lot more. I've never been to Poland. It's definitely somewhere that I would like to get around to seeing. Would be good. Okay, so we are lined up here, ready to depart out. So let's put our lights on that we're going to need. So packs off for departure, lights on, including our strobes. Let's not forget those this time. Everything else is all good. Set that, and away we go. Man thrust SRS, airspeed alive. Look what the winds are here in Krakow. Nothing showing thus far. Oh, there we are. So gentle 14 knots, medium breeze, and road sights. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Autopilot on. And let's put those packs back on as well. There we go, as we say farewell to Krakow. Look at that, some beautiful countryside. Looks very, very nice. As we climb out. Let's climb. Standard pressure. Let's get those lights off. Do the flaps as well at some point as well. See a little bit of rain there in the distance, so we do have some fun weather to contend with. Okay, let's go. Clear on the flaps. Right, so we will see you fine folks on the other side. See some nice views of us. I do like that. That's good, isn't it? So as you can see, a little bit of weather around, but we're well clear of that. And okay, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and we'll be back for what promises to be an interesting landing. Although probably by the time I get there, the winds will have died down. Playing my luck. There we go, a bit of a breeze to play with, make it interesting. So, see you folks later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you join us as we head over the Norfolk coast. You should see a way to our left there. Quite clear now. We'll begin our descent down. So let's get that METAR then, shall we? Let's see what we can expect in Liverpool. METAR request. We've currently got a quite a strong headwind. Let's see, literally the wash there. To our left. Reasonably clear skies now. Most of the storm has passed on by, but I'm still expecting some interesting weather as we come into land. Waiting for that weather request to go through. Come back, yep. METAR. Send. There we go. Bound on this EasyJet flight. There we are, company message, right. Turn. Receive messages. There we go, let's print that out. Okay, the performance page. Approach. Here it comes, what we've been waiting for. Let's have a look what we got, shall we? There we go, 27 gusting 38, look at that. 0998 998, there we go. Temperature is 3 degrees. 280 at 27. 280 at 27. So there we go. You can see the wind is going to be pretty bad. Our set to 200 and descend to 2,000 feet. No landing runway 27. The wind is, fortunately, pretty much going to be straight down our throats, which makes things a little easier in some respects, to a degree, a small degree. Okay, right, so we need to start descending now, because we're quite high up. There we go. And 2,000 feet. We'll descend at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute to begin with. There we are. We begin our descent now down into Liverpool, folks. Awesome. Let's double check I'm recording. Yes. prepare our descent into Liverpool. Not Manchester this time. Often or not we're going to Manchester. This time we are going into Liverpool on this easyJet flight. To Krakow in Poland. See a little build-up of cloud there ahead as we continue our descent. As I say, we're not expecting some particularly nice weather. So we're currently just over Lincolnshire, Lincoln away to our left, as we continue our descent down into Liverpool. I remember the last time I flew into Liverpool, some bloody ages ago. So we're 27,000 feet, so we're a little bit above profile. Let's adjust that rate. Oops. Let's adjust that rate of descent down some more. There we go. Looking forward to our arrival into Liverpool. Yeah, incidentally, Microsoft Flight Simulator just the other day released a video on the improvements and things to aerodynamics they're making. Looks really good. So go and take a look. Some pretty interesting stuff that is coming to the sim to really improve the flight experience. As I say, I really can't wait till that kind of stuff is implemented on things like the PMDG 737. It is just going to make this sim even better than it already is. As we drop down through 24,000 feet now, continuing continuing our descent into Liverpool. So we'll be heading up through into Yorkshire, I guess it will be, and then across and down into Liverpool. Excuse me. Okay, so we're back on profile now. We can ease that rate of descent back up as we drop down through 17,000 feet. Good grief. There's an airfield down there, no idea where that is. Oh, Jesus. Apologies. This is my dinner saying hello. Let's get that e-cam brightened up so we can actually see what the hell is on it. There we are. Okay, so we should be at 18,000 feet. Yeah, we can ease that rate of descent back up considerably. There we are. Don't want to get down too low too quickly. Okay, we'll switch over to our local QNH. Looking forward to landing in Liverpool. Crikey, we're certainly when you got that little dog leg thing to fly, we're way, let's really ease that back now because we're way up on where we need to be, so I can come right back. We'll set the auto brake ready. Let's just check that that is armed. Yeah, it is armed, good to go. We'll put this on ready as well for our landing. Not much in the way of turbulence up here. It'd be nice to have a little bit of bouncing around. Well, that's not always the case at these altitudes. So I want to ease that right back because we are well below where we need to be. Inbound EasyJet service from Krakow in Poland, flying into Liverpool in north-western England. 5,000 feet, 9,000 feet. Okay, so we're below 10,000 feet. Let's get the lights on. Oops. Seatbelts on as well. We're definitely going to need to be on for this landing. A little bit of cloud picking up now. Let's ease that rate of descent up again a little bit. As I said, I don't want to be too low too quickly. So we are just passing quite a built up area now, as you can see. Huddersfield off to our right, can't really see it too well, but there will be Bately, Halifax coming up soon, Leeds as well, Bradford. Leeds Bradford Airport, of course. That's not where we're flying to. Haven't been there for a while either. That's always an interesting one to fly into. Often can be quite tricky. I'm trying to think if there's any like UK, you know, airline at airports I've not flown into. I don't think so. I think I've done them all. You know, I've done Bristol, I've done Cardiff, I've done all the London ones, even like the likes of Southend. Done Manchester, done Liverpool, done Newcastle, done Leeds, Bradford. Done Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness, Aberdeen. Yeah, London City. Of course, I said all the London ones. The other one, the Doncaster one, Birmingham, obviously. Yeah, can't think of any that I haven't done. I think I visited the whole lot. Southampton, done. I'm trying to think what else we got. Isle of Man, done. Yeah. Any other ones I've forgotten? Said Leeds, Bradford, didn't I? Said Southend. Yeah, Birmingham, yeah, Manchester, yeah. Yeah, so pretty much done the lot. Exeter, done. Stansted, yeah, that's a London one, isn't it? Done. Norwich, done. As I said, East Midlands, done. Done them all. Right, now we're getting a bit of bouncing around. That's always good to see. See some interesting weather ahead of us here now. Hello. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. Don't do shit like that. You suddenly just freeze. That's an interesting cloud up directly ahead of us, but we're going to be turning out the way of it, fortunately, very shortly. So 30 miles away. God, we're coming down way too quickly. Let's ease that right back up, otherwise we'll be crashing into the blinking mountains, won't we? Alrighty. So we should be at 9,000 feet here and we're already down at 5, so I don't want to get too much hello. Yeah, see, I don't like it when the weather transitions still do that. I wish they wouldn't. Really quite annoying. I hope they sort that out in the next sim update. To be honest, I prefer the old weather system where you just had the proper nice looking weather. Let's just double check. So that's our landing speed, 130. Flight plan, radio nav. 111.75 is what we got tuned in on the dials. That is what we're expecting. Yeah, we never needed to descend to that stupid massive descent rate in the first place, but at least we're getting a nice nice close-up view of the scenery across northern Britain. Or northern England would be more correct. Northern Britain would be Scotland, really, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. You take the country, or the United Kingdom rather, it's not really a country, is it, as a whole. Then yeah.
2,500.
2,500, so we want to be a little bit careful. Some pretty high terrain ahead of us actually. Yeah, we've really mucked this this approach up rather badly. Come down way too soon. Let's ease that descent rate rather back because I need to clear these hills. Some of them look quite high. There should be turning away from them shortly. We're final approach into Liverpool. Come on, let's turn, Now's not a good time to go into heavy cloud when I know there's some quite high terrain ahead of me. Now's really not a good time, to be honest. Now would be a good time to turn away where I know the ground's lower. That would be absolutely freaking excellent. If you could plane, I'd be forever grateful. Yeah, we're okay. Just getting a nice close-up view of these mountains, hills, whatever. Should be right once we clear there. Whoa, what the frick is that thing?
2,500.
Holy crap, that's a TV mast, and that's very close. That's from probably the VFR thing that adds those kind of things on. That's nice. A little bit closer comfort. There we go, we are turning in now. What have we got down here, folks? There's some stadium looking thing there. Where are we? Is that Bolton? Where's Bolton? I don't know. Oh, it's gone now. That'll do it. Okay, we're below the glide slope. Wind is not really chucking me around as much as I thought it would. This is disappointingly smooth, actually, to be honest with you. Really was expecting a bit more than this. We should be getting really chucked around by now. So yeah, we're obviously obviously from the radar having to face into the wind, but we're not really. Oh god, what's the speed thing doing now? That's already decided to slow me down to. That's. Oh god, seriously, don't do this. I suppose we can go flaps by, can't we? Yeah, we seriously goofed this approach. In terms of coming down too soon, but as I say, at least we get to see some of the English scenery close up, which is quite nice. I was just really expecting to get a bit more of a battering, a bit disappointing actually. I mean, the thing is, if this was X-plane, it'd probably be the other end of the scale. It'd probably be sideways by now. That seems always too overdone. This seems a little bit I mean, certainly this is understated. I mean, geez, this is actually quite disappointing, to be honest with you. You know, I do like this simulator, but there are shortcomings, and here's one of them. I don't know, because sometimes I get bounced around quite a bit. It's just not happening here for some reason. It's weird. Maybe when we get a little bit lower still, but even so, we should be rocking around quite something already at this altitude. So that's disappointing for me, to be honest. A little disappointed. Let's just make sure we stay. Tell you what, let's bring ourselves down now, shall we? Get ourselves down that last 1,000 feet. Stay ahead of that. I mean, if this is all it's going to do, then we're not going to have a problem here at all. I was really hoping that we'd be all over the place. As I said, if this was an X-plane, it would be freaking sideways, upside down, whatever. But oh, come on, this is got to be better than this. It's a 40 knot wind. Where's the turbulence? Come on. Oh, as I say, I really hope they bring the aerodynamics in soon, and I really hope it fixes stuff like this, and we get a proper experience as you come down. Because as I say, this is just disappointing, to be honest. Record. Strange. Okay, so we're just about to turn on to finals. We've got a nice power station thing there with the chimneys and the smoke doing their thing. That's good. What we just need is to get chucked around a bit like we're in some kind of storm, because supposedly we are. This is all rather easy. Okay, let's activate the localizer. We vacate to the right on landing. Come on, chuck me around. What is this? Jesus. Okay, localizer established. Gear down. Approach mode set. Identify cabin crew.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Well, this isn't going to be a problem, is it? The only thing that's going to be a problem is trying to hit the centre line. because it will still make me drift. It won't make me bounce around, but it will make me drift. And we don't want to do that, particularly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll shortly be arriving into Liverpool, which is supposed to be having a storm, but it's not really, is it? That's just, I just don't get it. I've definitely had flights where I do get well, more than this. This is just ridiculous. There we go. Now we're seeing something. No, that's just us descending. I'm starting to get excited. Oh, hello. No. Yeah, here we go. It's a little bit better. Still expect a little bit more than this. It's better than nothing, though, I guess. I mean, come on. It's a 44, 45. It's a serious bloody wind down here. Come on. I really can't see crap now. That's good. That's a bit better. Now we're getting some action. Still expect more though. Still feels right. Maybe I'm going to talk myself into a big egg on the face in a minute when we get right down onto minimums. There's a runway somewhere in that haze. I see it. Ah, well. Well, this is so far so good. Water looks choppy at least. We're getting a little. There we go. It's lifting us. All it's doing is really just lifting the nose up. Did you see that? Just lifted the nose up. So it is. I mean, maybe it's partly because it's literally straight dead on to us, but I mean, look at it. We're literally straight down its throat. So it may still present us a few problems. Yeah, you can see from that water how choppy it is. Bit hazy as well, I like that. So we are getting pinged about a bit now. That's better. Still not as much to my liking as I would have liked, if I'm honest with you. Oh, see if the rape is out a little bit early, isn't it? That yellow field there. Alright, let's focus. Let's try and land this thing without embarrassing ourselves. Some runway lighting would be appreciated, to be honest. Can't see any pappies either. That would most definitely be appreciated. Winds dropped to 27, but even so, come on.
500.
Okay, I have control of the aircraft. Let's shake it about a bit to make... Oh, there's the pappies. Let's shake it about a little bit to make it dramatic, shall we? Oh, we've lost that already.
400.
Let's ease that down, ease that down.
100 above.
Heck, but now we're seeing something. That's better.
Minimum.
Hey, there we go.
100.
Yep.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 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 Retard.
Well, that was all too easy, really, wasn't it? Jeez, come on. It's supposed to be a storm. How easy was that? That's ridiculous. I have to say, I am disappointed. Normally I only have positive stuff to say about Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it needs to improve that. That's way too easy with those kind of... I don't care if it's straight down my throat. Give me a break. That's way too smooth. Which is more than can be said for the FPS, not FPS, the smoothness. I think we'll just cop this up as well. Never mind. Let's just go and quietly park ourselves over here. And I just realised I need to shut the engines down, so I'll have to start the APU because I'm recording it on the other thing. Yep. So APU bleed, last switch. Yes, let that do its thing for a minute. Tidy up the flaps. Turn that off. Turn the replay off. Oh, I've got to save the replay actually. Alright, so I've got to shut the engine off. Stop. Save as. Replay and send. Flaps all cleared up. Yes, let's shut the engines down then. There we go. And we'll come on here. What was our landing rate? 206. There we go. Look at that. Done. Boom. Then what we've got to do is 214 on the other one. Finish flight. Okay. Bit. Right, what we're going to do now is load up the replay. Yeah. Right. Play that through. So yeah, if we go
1,400, 300.
Jesus. That's throwing wobbly, isn't
1,000.
it? Shut up. No. So here. See, rip. It's just too smooth. Visually it looks nice. Well, that was a real anti-climax. To be honest with you. So here you can see a bit of movement, that's good, but I don't know, there should just be a whole lot more really. There we go, see that, I need more, the way that wing lifted up then, should be a lot more of stuff like that going on. There, like that, that's good, that is good, but just needed to be a lot more of it, so yeah. They've got some improvements to make, that's for sure. And then as you come over the threshold, all that stuff should be continuing. I mean, just look how smooth this is. You wouldn't think there's any wind at all. And there we go, easily, beautifully on the centre line. I mean, come on, not in these conditions. I don't care if it's straight down my throat. Give me a break. Disappointed. Let's be honest. And I always will be, you know, even though I like this simulator and want to say good things about it, I will still be, you know, still be honest if there's things that I think they need to be doing better. I always give you a non-biased, objective view on this channel, and you know, As you can see already, I'm disappointed with this. I mean, there's a little bit of good movement. You can see from the wing here. I mean, to be honest, it's mostly me correcting my my approach. Oh, I do like that church thing over there. That's pretty cool. Is Liverpool one of the photogrammetry cities? I'm not sure. But then, yeah, just... Anyway, this brings us to the end of this flight. The end of Choice of Flights. Thank you very much for choosing this one. Wish you a pleasant onward browsing journey. Do so hope to welcome you back on board again in the very near future. So from here in Liverpool, I leave you with some wing views of our arrival. There we go. Look at that. I mean, visually that does look beautiful, doesn't it? It's quite a nice approach into Liverpool, isn't it? Down by the river here. I quite like that. Almost has a bit of an Edinburgh feel about it, with less mountains, obviously. Oh, there's a few in the distance there. There's like North Wales, you can see in the distance over there, I think. But yeah, I really expected a lot more of a fight to get this plane down. I really did. And in the end, it was all too easy, to be honest with you. Would have been interesting to see what it would have been like in the CRJ, because that likes to float around a fair bit with the wind and behave like a light aircraft, but certainly in this, easy, to be honest with you. There we go. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this flight. We'll see you again on another flight in the very near future. So from here in Liverpool, where it's supposed to be overcast as well, or at least was when I started descending. I don't know what the weather in Liverpool is now. It may have cleared because the weather has been fast moving, in fairness. Yeah, so let's just, before I leave you, I just want to see what the weather is supposedly in Liverpool now. Let's see. Yeah, it's still supposed to be overcast. There we go. So they can't even get the weather right. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye. Thank you very much for watching.